Have you ever seen the show Catfish?
Oh,
Yes.
a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Yo.
Well, let's say you were catfished on a date. How would you handle it? Or even better, if you were talking to a person for a long time, you guys really got into, like, you know, your hopes and dreams, your feelings, the future, and then you knew it was somebody that you knew this whole time. How would you handle that?
Well, okay, well, for instance, are they doing it to kind of, like, out of animosity?
You
like, they're
didn't
just
know.
messing with you, or is it
You
just...
didn't know this whole time. So how? And then you found out after you guys, I guess, after so many times of planning a date, they finally came through, and you found out it was not the person you thought it was. How do you handle that?
Me, personally, like, I know why people like catfish. People are insecure about how they look, and they feel like they're going to be judged if they come out and say, like, okay, this is me. So, I mean, it's not a right thing to do. I definitely would be hurt, because I'm like, you lied to me. Like, how can you even start a healthy relationship off of a lie?
Can you think of anybody that would do that to you off the top of your head?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Catfish? Nah.
Did you say Zach?
Imagine. No, I don't know. I don't think anybody would like catfish me. People, if you know me, like, people know that I'm
Addison,
pretty
let's go
for it.
catfish Gina right now.
Yeah, we'll get you Zack Schneider's picture, and then all of a sudden you'll be met with Zach Durkel.
Oh my!
That's
the
a
ultimate
whole-
catfish. That's the ultimate catfish.
If someone catfished me and they just come to my table and they're like, "Oh, are you so and so?" I'd be like, no, you got the wrong table." And then if they start sitting down, I'll just like slowly get up and then just walk away.
Okay, so if people don't know what catfishing is, it's basically like when you think you're seeing somebody, like they say they are X, Y, and Z, but they're actually not that person that they say they are. So wait, like what
It's not
happened?
just looks, right?
Well, no, it could be like they're saying that they're like a celebrity, but they're really not that celebrity.
Or they could say like, "Oh, I work as an engineer," but like, "Oh, oops." I'm
Like as a
construction
kid, for
worker."
example, like I remember that I used to think that I would be in chat rooms talking to like Demi Lovato, Nick Jonas as a kid, and they would do like, "Oh my God, guys, we're gonna go live and do singing parties," and like I never was able to get in because it'd be so booked. But also everybody knew it wasn't them, but like everybody just wanted to believe it was them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like stuff like that.
It's like the bots on like Facebook and Instagram. Like, "Oh yeah, we're so and so," and you're like, "No, you're not. You're spelling words wrong."
I've actually never been catfished
Yeah,
before.
me either. Never in my life, because I'm just not that stupid.
Well, it's not even about being stupid. It's just like I like to really investigate. I take the
Me
time
too.
to investigate.
I'm crazy. So like, if you tell me you're someone, I'm gonna Google you. I'm gonna look through your followings, your likes. I'm gonna see what they posted about you. Look through your pictures.
Okay, you go a little more than me.
No, I am crazy. Like
private
you can't even
investigator.
lie to me, because like you'll probably tell me things I already know because I already stalked.
Okay, now that's a whole other level. See, for
Yeah,
me,
I'm crazy.
it's like I'll zoom in on your photos and I'll make sure it's not photoshopped.
Oh.
Like I'll do that. I'll make sure that your hair matches the other colors of the hair in the other photos. I'll make
Okay,
sure.
that's crazy to me.
How is that crazy? I need to make sure you're not photoshopped. I'll also like make sure that if you're like touching somebody in a photo, I'll make sure you're not photoshopped to be touching somebody. I'll make sure that all of your info matches what you told me on Facebook. So if your birthday's on there, I'm making sure it matches what you told me. I'm making sure that like the area that you told me you lived in matches where you are.
Yeah, see, like that's something I would do. I would look through his information online.
But that's not like, I don't know. I'm not gonna look at his likes and match the likes to him. I'm just gonna make sure the information he
Yeah,
told
what
me
if it's a lie?
like is legit. I need to make sure I have my evidence ready. Because if he's lying, I'm gonna screenshot and be like, "Yo, buddy, what was this about?"
Yeah, I always have my life.
I always find the photos that they use on Google.
What do you mean?
Like if you go to Google Images and they send you a specific photo, just say you can look up that photo. Like you can type in what
Reverse
the
search it.
yeah, like this description of the person,
Yes.
and then you press Google Images and it's right there.
Have you ever like Google searched yourself?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. A picture of me as a kid came up. I got so scared. I'm like, yo,
Can you
why?
imagine like someone was like trying to make sure you're legit and they found pictures of you like that? I mean, that
It's
must
all
be
old
so
people,
weird.
to be honest. When you search up my name,
Does that make you feel better?
yeah.
No.
See, when I was a kid, I would look up Addison Miller, and there used to be a porn star named Addison Miller. A very hot, blonde porn star.
Oh,
This
it's
is
a
what used to
woman.
pop up all the time when you typed in my name on Google. Now, since the years have gone on, a lot of people have been named Addison over the years. And
Women, men?
yeah, both. And now if you scroll to the top, you got like normal like LinkedIn pages. But for the longest time, it was that porn star. I was very flattered.
When you
Sad.
search up like my dad's name, it's just a photo of my brother that shows up because my brother has the same name.
I'm
Wow.
gonna do that now because I haven't done that in years. But when I was younger, it used to be a picture of me like from Facebook, and I'm like, why is this on here?
Kids in like 6th grade, like, yo, Addison, you ever look yourself up on the internet? Pretty good out there.
And I think a real estate business also came up.
How would you deal with being catfished, Addison? Though I'm very curious on how you would handle it.
I snoop it out before I even start engaging with anyone. One time, I actually got into a little bit of a conversation with someone who I knew was just completely BSing. Like they jumped into everything really quickly, and like all your pictures look the same. This is a little weird.
Okay, but you never like fully met someone in person. You never went.
I've met somebody who only took pictures from like the chin up, so I never saw what the rest of the body looked. And
So were you in for a surprise?
This one girl was like 4'11", 4'8", 4'11", like very short.
Did you know that?
She didn't mention this in her profile at all. So I was like, oh. I'm like, I didn't care, but she was like, yeah. I'm like, I should have told you. I'm like, no, it's fine, but like, you should have at least like told me. I don't know. They called me off guard. Like, you should have. Like, I don't care about your height like that. Like,
Well, I'm 4'10". Did it take you off guard when you first met me?
No, because I don't have anything against short people.
No.
It's just the fact like you couldn't mention this to me, so I wouldn't have been like.
I'm
surprised.
4'10".
Not you.
I know. I
The
was
other one.
kidding.
Yeah.
If someone's taller than you, that's just weird. But if someone's shorter, I don't care.
I never really
like,
know.
No, like
I think
vice
it depends
versa.
on what you're into. Like, you know, some people are into taller people and some people are into shorter. I mean, you also can't really help it. Like, your height is your height. You know, you can't, there's no button on your body that you can go, whoa, I'm going to go taller today. Like, you know, I wish, because then I wouldn't be 4'10". I'd be like 5 foot at
How
least.
do you not? What?
I see it this way.
She said, I don't want to be 4'10". I want to be 5 foot. That's just too.
That was my
easy.
goal in life for the longest time. And then when the doctor was like, yeah, you're not hitting it. We can pretend that you're like 4'11". And I was like, that's not even close.
I'm 4'11".
You know what? I see it this way. You can either climb a tree or climb a tree trunk. Either way, it's cool.
Don't you have to climb the tree to get to the trunk? Oh no! That's a branch. That's a branch.
Yeah. No, the trunk is like when it's cut and it's like just a little stoop.
Yes.
Little. Yeah, so that's what I think of like
Stump.
short people. And then if you want to climb a tall person, climb that tree. It don't matter. Tree trunk.
Stop it. Stop it right now. So I was talking about the Catfish show because there was a guy, I found this really crazy article that made me go, no way.
Wow.
There was a guy, right, that had, he's a Hollywood actor and filmmaker, had opened up about falling for, he was a victim to catfish. Have you heard of James Morosini?
I have no idea who that is.
Well, he's a 20-year-old, right? And he was messaging. He was on Facebook, and a girl named Becca had messaged him. And I guess they were just hitting it off, and everything was going good. You know, they eventually led to a romance. After he was super invested, he found out he was being catfished. Do you guys want to guess who he was catfished by?
Some girl or some guy.
His like one of his exes, maybe.
Or his like best friend or something. I don't know.
Zaina?
His mom.
Okay.
Why is
And that imagine
Be like, what is my son doing?
probably.
But they're forming a romantic relationship. You really think his mom want to be...
Yeah.
That's gross.
Really?
Moms are crazy.
Why do you still think the mom?
I don't know. Moms could be crazy.
Maybe
You know, like sometimes they just want to see like
How
where's
he
my
treats the
son?
women?
Yeah.
In a
Probably.
sexual way, too? Because it's romantic. That
Oh,
means
like-
sexual stuff could be involved.
I don't know.
maybe someone he worked with that was just trying to get a higher promotion, because you did say he was like a Hollywood filmmaker and stuff like that. Maybe they were just trying to get in good so they can get a deal or something.
Apparently, this entire catfishing experience had turned into a film.
Good for him.
Addison, who do you think it is?
Maybe one of his former school teachers.
That's a
Imagine.
twist. That is a big twist.
You know how many of these teachers are fantasize over their students?
Yo, really?
Her name is Becca.
More than you think.
Damn.
But then I don't like that these guys are like out on social media, like, yep, that was me. She's arrested and now in jail, but I'm the guy she did it with.
Ew.
It's like, wow, congratulations. If you were so proud of it,
You want
wouldn't
a
you want
medal?
to keep that hush hush? No, instead they outed the whole teacher. But yeah, I think it could totally be one of his former teachers.
Wow.
So, he was catfished by his own dad.
You was close. You said not the dad.
Yep. James was
That's awkward.
catfished from his own dad. His dad had posed as an attractive girl named Becca to reconnect with his estranged son. So
That's hilarious.
yeah,
That's so funny.
I was about to say something.
I want to see how the reveal
now
happened. Hey, I'm
I
your
think the
dad.
film is called "I Love My Dad," and it was, yeah.
And I saw like an article last week that someone got catfished and it ended up to be like their best friend.
Here,
Yeah,
wait.
that's normal.
Here is a summary. It says, the Passion Project documents James' character struggling with a disappointing father figure before he decides to cut off all contact and block his number and social media accounts. The father becomes desperate to rebuild his relationship with his son so much that he decides to set up a fake profile to contact him. In a cruel twist of fate, James' feelings begin to turn romantic, and the movie tracks his growing affection towards his dad. It begins with romance and flirting, but eventually escalates into more sinister acts. So I guess it gets really gross. And it reaches a point where James realizes that Becca has the same email as his father.
Send that movie to me now.
It says James and his dad had already reunited during therapy, and they said that this entire thing had drew them closer.
Oh.
I don't know.
Drew them closer, so he forgave his dad after that.
Well, yeah. I mean, what else is he gonna do?
It was like,
He was basically
for God's sake.
He was. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel if my dad just put up a fake profile and pretended it was Shane. I think I'd be like, what?
What kind of questions does he have? Like, what are you into?
What are you wearing today?
Yeah, and like, dad.
Nah.
See, I'm so wary about those like accounts. Like, if I know it's fake, I'm just gonna be like, shut up.
And you said this was a movie.
Yeah, they turned it into a movie. It's called
Yeah.
I Love My Dad.
Okay, yeah, I love my dad. We're watching this weekend. Let's see.
Luckily, my parents are like too old to understand how any of this stuff works. So like,
I don't
that's
know.
a big benefit.
If my mom just decided to do that to somebody, I would be like, ew. I do love my mom, but not like that. I don't think I love my mom enough
I
to.
don't know. My mom's the kind of person who like she puts the caption of the photo of what's going on in the photo on Facebook. You know, like with my good friend Ginny at the park. Like just typical, like
Enjoying the beautiful day.
yeah, like old people sayings. You know, like at the mall with my friends.
old people saying.
Yeah, just describing what's in the pictures, the caption.
I feel like
I said, unlike us, we take a picture in the middle of Times Square and go, "Goddess." That's the new thing.
I don't put captions anymore because it's so hard just thinking of what to
Yeah.
put.
Just blank.
No, usually what happens is you go on Google, you write what's in the picture and write caption. Like if you're sitting on stairs, write stairs Instagram caption. It'll be like climb for your success or something.
I'm just confused why the dad had the idea to even go this far.
I guess he really.
To just reconnect with your son.
I just guess he really, really, really loved his son. Yeah.
I don't care how much you love me. If you're going to go out of your way to even start doing some sexual things, that's a whole other...
I know, and then if they meet up, too, it's like, all right, son, I know this looks weird. I know this looks... Don't freak out, don't freak out, don't freak out. Shh, 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 shh. Like the zoo.
Lay him down.
You see the son, like, walked up with, like, I don't know, liquor, other things for the evening.
How do you, like... I don't understand how that all works out. Like, how can you just, like... I just don't get it. I just can't understand it. I think we should watch this movie together.
We should.
We're gonna watch this movie, and then I think you should too. We're gonna watch it together, but
I'm not gonna watch this movie. I'm gonna say I watched it, but I didn't watch it.
why? Why aren't you gonna watch it?
It's not my cup of tea.
Well, it's gonna be your cup of tea because the guy didn't expect this either, but he had to drink it.
I'll watch it if Joe Pesci plays the dead.
No,
I second that.
never. I can't. No. I would never.
What if it's
Ryan Reynolds
Macaulay
as the
Culkin
son?
and Joe Pesci? They reprise their roles from Home Alone, and Joe Pesci is catfishing Kevin McAllister.
Or it can be Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Imagine.
If Joe Pesci's involved, I'm out.